Recently, I have found myself drowning in content. I am consuming YouTube videos, music, films and video games most of my free time. Yesterday, I was watching Fantastic Mr. Fox, a beautiful film that I would have normally enjoyed, but I felt completely empty and uninterested. The visual and audio stimulation didn't satisfy me. In fact, I felt depressed. I was disengaged from reality, bored by the content my mind was digesting. The ego wants to be occupied with things all the time. It wants to be in a constant state of doing. I did an hour of meditation today and felt an incredible amount of relief. I had finally emptied my mind of content. This relief comes from decreasing the threshold of satisfaction. What do I mean by this? For many, we are only at peace when we are doing something. Lowering the threshold of satisfaction means you stop seeking and start finding satisfaction in simpler things that don't require so much doing. This will mean you'll be more content throughout your day, as you aren't using form, objects, people and places to keep you satisfied. This doesn't mean you don't interact with the world of form. It simply means your contentment isn't dependent on it. This is liberation. Spending some time listening to the sounds of my room and feeling my inner body produced a higher feeling of peace than I've ever had watching a film. I've spent my whole life drowning in content, consuming more than creating, and doing more than being. I've spent hours upon hours watching random YouTube videos and falling deeper and deeper into YouTube rabbit holes. I realized that the reason I felt more peace when I meditated was because I'd finally given my mind a rest. We sleep to give our bodies rest, but we never think to do the same for our minds. So in this video, I'm going to go through 4 ways to declutter the mind, which will lead to a greater sense of well-being. Number 1. Take a walk. Alan Watts said, "It is only when there is no goal and no rush that the human senses are fully open to see the world." End quote. This is made much easier when we walk. Don't set a destination, just walk aimlessly. Allow your senses to be wide open. Take in the colours, aromas and sounds. This doesn't require any effort, just a natural openness. Focus on one conscious step. Your mind might still be whirling around with thoughts about what to do in the future and what you should have done in the past, but allow these thoughts to come and go. Forcing them out in an attempt to quiet your mind is counterintuitive. The thought to have no thought is another thought. Alan Watts said, "In the same way as a muddy, turbulent pool quiets itself when left alone, you have to know how to leave your mind alone. It will quiet itself." End quote. Emptying your mind like this can allow great ideas and inspiration to come through. So taking a walk is also good to do if you are in a creative rut. If you can, walk in nature. It is scientifically proven that nature can calm you down. Research into ecotherapy, a type of formal treatment which involves doing activities outside in nature, has shown it can help with mild to moderate depression. I would also suggest not to listen to music while you walk. As while this can stop the thoughts in your head, you won't be at peace because your consciousness is being bombarded with content. Doing a short walk in the morning is the best way to get out of your mind and in to your body as soon as the day starts, which increases the chances of you having more peace of mind throughout the day. As Marcus Aurelius said, "Concentrate every minute like a Roman, like a man, on doing what's in front of you with precise and genuine seriousness, tenderly, willingly, with justice, and on freeing yourself from all other distractions." End quote. A walking meditation is training for sustained attention. So when you aim to get work done, your focus is solely on the one thing you are doing in that moment. Walking helps reduce the content in your life to what is necessary, what's in front of you. You can think all you like, but no thought is needed to put one foot in front of another. Number 2. Running. Running is another way to stop drowning in content. You get out of consumption mode and into a state of action, an action which is to your benefit, mentally and physically. When you run, you get into a rhythm, especially if you listen to music. This rhythm makes it hard for your mind to create intrusive thoughts. Running is almost hypnotic. You put your mind into a trance. I find that when I'm running, my focus is greatly enhanced. Number 3. Meditation. Sit down and close your eyes. Turn off visual stimulation and follow your breathing. Notice how your mind is like Veruca's salt from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. It wants more content, more stuff to be absorbed by its attention.
Daddy, I want another pony.
If you only stop doing things when you sleep, meditation might seem hard at first. But I like to think of thoughts as the dwarfs who come into Bilbo's home uninvited in The Hobbit. No matter how many times Bilbo asks them to leave, they won't budge. However, if Bilbo is quiet and accepts the dwarfs, they can get on with their business and leave sooner. Thoughts are uninvited guests. You don't want them, but they don't care. Allow them to exist, just like you accept what you see, hear, smell and touch in this moment. Everything will quiet down the moment you surrender. Try a couple of minutes of meditation every day. There are studied health benefits to a daily practice. In a study conducted by Behavioral Brain Research, randomized subjects aged between 18 and 45 who meditated for 13 minutes a day, the meditation was found to decrease negative mood state and enhance attention, working memory, and recognition memory, as well as decreased state anxiety scores. So, whenever you feel like you're drowning in content, sit down and meditate. Number 4. The Wim Hof Method. The Wim Hof method consists of 2 components: deep breathing and cold showers. The breathing method is where you breathe deeply for 30 breaths and then hold. When you hold your breath, everything slows down. Your heartbeat and your monkey mind slow down. The second component, cold showers, also switch off your mind. You can't think when your body is reacting to the cold. After a minute or so, many people feel euphoric and calm when they leave the shower. Like running, it is simplifying the moment into one activity that grounds you into your body. It's very easy to get seduced by content, to believe it is important and meaningful. The world of form can carry you away. Events that have happened, things that are happening, and things that will happen take so much of your headspace that nothing else seems to matter. However, while we are limited by the finite mind, there is a large spaciousness and peace that encapsulates our experience. Through following these 4 methods, we can rediscover our true nature that was forgotten when our egos developed. Stress and anxiety come from taking content too seriously. We need to step back and reduce our need for content, because peace starts with letting go of form and retreating into inner stillness.